21 years ago, I was stabbed 11 times, and obviously I survived, so that's good. Never, like, fully publicly told the story. It's a really good story, it's a really interesting story, and there are really good lessons to be learned. So I thought what I would start off with is just telling the story of what happened in that moment. And if there's interest, if there's questions, I can go back and explain more of the full story, because it is like a 2-hour story. I was in college, I was dating this guy whose name I don't say, and I suspected he was lying about a lot of stuff, but he always had an answer that made perfect sense. So it was 2 days before my 21st birthday. It was 9 a.m. and he came into the bathroom and asked if I wanted my birthday present. Told me to lay down on the bed and put a pillow over my face because it was like a surprise and he wanted to physically give me something. So I did lay on the bed and put a pillow over my face, and then I could hear his stomach like rumbling, like he was sick. So after a minute of me laying down with the pillow over my face, I got up and was like, I'm gonna go finish getting ready in the other bathroom. He came back in and was like, okay, I'm ready to give you a birthday present now. And I'm like, okay, but he's like, you have to lay down on the bed and put the pillow over your face. So I did. And then he jumped on top of me, punched me, what I thought was being punched 3 times in the chest. I stood up, I pushed him off of me, and I said, what are you doing? And that's when I saw that he was holding a knife up, and there was blood all running down his arm. But I figured in that instant, oh, it must be a joke, and it must be a retractable knife, and when you hit it, fake blood comes out of the wooden handle, is just where my mind went. So I said, what are you doing? He just started screaming, I'm poor, I'm poor, I'm poor, and coming at me with the knife like that. And I am backing up to the window, and we're on like the 12th floor. I have nothing around me to use as a weapon. I realize that it's not a joke, so I just have no choice but to run past him. And he starts stabbing me in the back as I'm running away. So I turn around, and he has both of his arms up both of his arms up. One is holding the knife, the other arm is just up. So I just grab both of his arms, and I start twisting the knife out of his hand, and it's cutting my hand. And I get the knife, and then I run to the door. And I'm trying to open the door, and every lock is locked. Like the deadbolt, the latch, the chain, everything is locked. So I'm trying to open it. I see him out of the corner, I run the other direction, and I'm thinking he's getting a gun. So I get out of the apartment, I run to the elevator, I'm hitting like down, 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 down. It's not coming. I start banging on, using the wood handle to bang on people's doors. Finally, the elevator door opens, and there's a woman in there who sees me, and she just starts screaming because I'm covered in blood and I'm holding a knife. And I just get in the elevator, and I hit close, 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 close. And then I turn to her and I said, like, his name tried to kill me, his name tried to kill me, his name. I just kept repeating his name. I drop the knife. My hand is covering a wound where like the blood is literally squirting between my fingers and hitting the wall. I run to the elevator to the lobby. I go to the front desk. I scream, call 911. His name tried to kill me. At that moment, a doctor who lived in the building happened to come in. He was applying pillows to in my memory, I don't remember seeing any blood other than the blood that was on his arm. Like, I don't see any blood in my memory, but there was. It was like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the back, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. A few minutes went by. A woman came down screaming that someone jumped off the balcony, and I was like, oh my God, that's him. And I was like, don't cry. And I was like, wait, why would I cry? Ambulance got there. I went to the hospital. They put me under anesthesia for surgery. I woke up briefly, and I just remember like screaming and like all these hands pushing me down. And my left lung was stabbed and collapsed, but like they put a tube in the lung, and spleen and the diaphragm were injured, but like nothing else. So, I mean, that was a miracle. And then yeah, he did. Obviously, he died. He jumped off the balcony. That was him. So that was the story of what happened in that day. I happened to be alive. So the moral of the story is trust your instincts.